Welcome to today's financial news update from quantbyte.io. Coffee prices are experiencing mixed results, with Arabica prices rising significantly. December Arabica coffee has surged to a 3.5-week high, driven by reports of severe dryness in Brazil's main coffee-producing area. In contrast, November Robusta coffee is decreasing slightly. Crude oil and gasoline prices have declined, with WTI crude down 1.82% and RBOB gasoline down 1.31%. Crude oil has hit its lowest level in 5 months, amid increased uncertainty due to the escalating US-China trade conflict, leading to a risk-off sentiment in asset markets. The US stock market saw a mixed performance, with the Dow Jones Industrials Index leading gains of 0.54% and the S&P 500 Index rising 0.09%. In contrast, the Nasdaq 100 Index fell by 0.25%. The U.S. stock market indices have declined significantly today, with the S&P 500 down 0.99%, the Dow Jones Industrials down 0.86%, and the Nasdaq 100 down 1.37%. The trend is also reflected in futures contracts, as December E-mini S&P futures fell by 1% and December E-mini Nasdaq futures declined similarly. Soybean futures have declined by 4 to 5 cents in early trading, following a slight recovery of 2.5 cents on the previous session. Open interest has also decreased by 5,810 contracts. Corn futures have posted slight losses, down by 1 to 2 cents in early trading, building on Monday's fractional losses of up to 2.25 cents. There is also a rise in selling interest, with a preliminary increase of 15,821 contracts. The current national average cash corn price is not specified in the snippet. Live cattle futures saw another increase, rising by up to $2.22. There were no deliveries made, and cash cattle trade reached $234 to $235 per unit, a $2 increase from previous levels. Lean hog futures were mixed, with some contracts rising by up to 7 to 82 cents. However, the overall trend is downward, as the national base hog price fell to $92.29, a decline of $4.11 from the previous day's price. This decline indicates a negative outlook for the hog market. Lean hog futures were mixed, with front months increasing by 7 to 82 cents. Meanwhile, the USDA's national base hog price dropped to $92.29, a decrease of $4.11 from the previous day. Soybean prices saw a slight rebound, with contracts rising by 2.5 cents to close the session. The November soybean contract averaged $10.18 over 9 sessions in October. The national average cash bean price also increased by 1.75 cents to $9.33 3/4. The wheat complex experienced a mixed trading session, with most contracts closing lower. Soft red wheat futures on the CBT saw minor losses, while certain deferred contracts rose by 1/4 cent. Kansas City hard red winter, HRW, futures also declined, with losses ranging from 1.75 to 2.75 cents. Live cattle futures continued their upward trend, rising by 35 cents to $2.22 on Monday. The cash cattle market also remained strong, closing at $234 to $235 across the country. Corn market contracts closed slightly lower on Monday, with the national average cash corn price decreasing by 2.25 cents to $3.69 1/2. The month of December has seen an average closing price of $4.18 since October 1st. The U.S. dollar index rose by 0.27% due to reduced trade tensions after the Trump administration signaled openness to a trade deal with China. Despite this boost, stock market gains on Monday limited dollar demand and liquidity. Stocks initially plummeted in morning trading, but made a significant recovery throughout the session, with both the Dow and S&P 500 indices rising above their initial losses to reach positive territory. Stay informed with quantbyte.io for the latest financial news.